The BMW M5 CS from the previous generation, obviously there's no CS variant of the new generation BMW. However, BMW kindly let me borrow this car to get my thoughts and let me know how I feel about it, because it is a car that I expressed how much I love to them. And isn't she beautiful? My camera guy wasn't free today, so forgive me, I'm going to have to be the camera guy. This will be a short video. This car's been out for a while now, but this is such a beautiful and surprising car. I expressed to BMW how much I love the car, and they said, Tommy, why don't you take one and let us know your thoughts. So this is their press car, the same one that's been up Goodwood Festival of Speed and many press videos. But instead of just waffling on about how much I love this car, why don't we just get it out and start driving? So here we go. I'm gonna take the M5 CS for a little run. Instant pickup, great response from the turbos. It sounds great on the interior. You have less interior sound thanks to weight reduction in the form of removing in sound insulation. The suspension is so direct. The steering wheel just feels very Porsche-esque. I said that on TikTok as well. It just feels like they've studied the suspension setup in the sportiest Panameras and thought, how can we make that better for the M5? Another amazing thing about this car is the new carbon ceramic brakes. Wow. The stopping distance of this car pretty much matches a Cayman, which is insane because this is way more heavier than a Cayman. If I move on to these seats though, I don't quite get the point. I don't understand why this car needed to have these seats. Makes no sense to me, because no one is going to buy this car and say, hey, I'm just going to use it to go on track. I do not need comfortable dailyable seats. Instead, just give me the most uncomfortable seats and then put a massive bolster in the middle, because that's what I want. It just doesn't make sense. It's uncomfortable in the middle. It means that your legs are never pointing at the pedals, so you have to kind of bend them. In the rear, you also have bucket seats, but in the rear, you don't have that stupid carbon fiber leg separator there. As you can see, my son's child seat is in the rear, and it fits perfectly, especially with the bolstering. This is the perfect nursery car if you want to bomb round country lanes at the same time. Even though the interior is dated on this car now, I don't care, because the car is so amazing. I don't care about the infotainment. I don't care about anything else. I just want to drive it, and drive it I will. I genuinely love this car, and I would without a doubt say that this is the best BMW M car that I've ever driven. This is what I was expecting the new M5 to feel like. This is what I thought an M5 should be like. The way it drives makes it feel special. It makes it feel like it's worth that £150,000 that they were asking for this car. Also, this car just looks absolutely incredible. I mean, so the M5 CS comes in this frozen green color, or you can get it in like a frozen gray as well. It also comes as standard with all these bronze details. So you have the bronze grille with the bronze M5 CS badge. You get bronze alloy wheels with carbon ceramic brakes as standard. You get bronze on the side here, and then you get all the carbon fiber that you would expect from a high performance BMW. It's also got this slightly more aggressive spoiler on the rear that I don't think does that much, but it looks amazing. And then you get your bronze badging on the side here that reminds people that this is an M5 CS, and more carbon fiber down below. It is a very beautiful car. I'm not a massive M5 fan, but when I saw this car when it got released, I was like, that is stunning. That sounds great. So I guess the next question is, how does this compare to the new M5? And like I said in my M5 video, which you can watch if you click somewhere around here, if you're looking for an aggressive super sedan or super saloon, this is what you get. If you're a business owner and you want something to cruise around in, it's not going to be too braggadocious, but when you put your foot down, it's going to respond. Then that's when you get the new M5. So would I get the M5 CS over the new BMW M5? Personally, yes, I have many daily cars. However, if this was your sole daily, you may live to regret it, just due to the way the seats are. It's a bit uncomfortable, a bit too uncomfortable. I've been driving it for about an hour and a half now, and my thighs and my sides hurt just because there's so much bolstering. If you're a smaller person, you may not mind, but for me, however, I would actually buy this car, and I'm going to ask them if they'll sell it to me. If they won't sell me this one, I'll look for another one and see if I can buy it. But I recently bought a car, so I don't need to really buy any more this month. for the next 3 months. The car I got was really expensive, but you'll see more on that next time. Anyway, thank you for joining on this very casual and simple video. I'm going to go now because people probably think I'm crazy filming myself.